Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
My topic is, you get a chance, I would say if you get a chance. If you get a chance to marry the only daughter of Steel King Lakshmi Nivas Mittal, and that's where it stops. First of all, this has been given to me a little too late.
Let's because she is already married.
Better late than never.
I will try. There was a very beautiful lady. She was a principal of a school. And she married a very rich industrialist. The story is a true story in Delhi. I, as a counselor, counseled. Her husband told her, after marriage, I don't want you to work. I make plenty of money, I want you to stay at home. And he was a man who was a leader. He was a dictator. He was a man who ruled the roost. Whatever he said was law. And he was a very successful man. I came to know about this lady from a friend of this man's two sons. Each one of them drove a BMW. And he came and told me, he said, "Uncle, whenever I go to their house, I see auntie sitting in an overstuffed sofa with her head always down. She does not even look up to see who's coming. And every now and then, she is hospitalized in a 5-star hospital. At that time, her husband gives her a lot of attention. That's the only time she gets the attention of her husband, who runs around day and night around her, attends to her when she is sick." Obviously, this was her way, without intentionally getting back at her husband. Her system was working, getting back at her husband to get his attention. I happened to counsel her. It took some time. She would visit Bangalore. At that time, I spoke with her. And I told her, and during the conversation, during the counseling, I found out that her husband was very oppressive. He would not ever say anything. She had to listen to him like a subservient person. So I asked her to give an ultimatum to her husband. But before she would give an ultimatum, because she was a teacher, because she was a principal, to look for a job. It took some time, but then finally she got prepared for it. She found a job, and then she gave an ultimatum to her husband, and she said, "I cannot take this oppression from you anymore." And he was shocked that she could stand up to him. She said, "What are you going to do?" She said, "I will walk out on you. I have found a job. I will walk out on you." He said, "How can you do that? You will cut off my nose. We will lose prestige in the society." Her parents also did not agree to it, but she stood her ground. And she said, "If you oppress me anymore, I will walk out on you." He got the message, and he toned down, and her life improved. So, the moral of the story is, stand up for your rights. There is a simple saying, if you don't know your rights, you don't have any. If you're not going to fight for your rights, you're not going to get any. So know your rights and be ready to fight. Thank you.